I am Sarah.
And I am John.
If you want to improve your English, this podcast is perfect for you. So let's get started and make English learning easy. What are the words today, John?
The first word today is break the bank. Then we will continue with call the shots. Then cross that bridge when you come to it. Then don't count your chickens before they hatch. Fly off the handle. Last but not least, hit the sack. In the blink of an eye, keep your fingers crossed. Know which way the wind is blowing.
Before moving on, I'd like to say today's word list consists of the words our followers wanted us to teach.
Great. We are looking forward to the words from our followers.
Okay, let's start with the first word. The first word is break the bank.
Break the bank.
Break the bank means something is very expensive or costs too much money. If something breaks the bank, it means it might use up all your money.
That's right, Sarah. It's often used when you're talking about prices or spending money. For example, buying that phone would break the bank. That means it's too expensive for me.
Yes. Here's another one. I want a nice vacation, but I don't want to break the bank. That means I want something fun, but not too costly.
Now, let's make it clear with a short and simple conversation between Alex and Mia.
I saw a jacket I really like, but it's $300.
Wow, that would break the bank.
I know. I need a jacket, but not one that expensive.
You can find a nice one that doesn't break the bank.
Good idea. I want something cool, but also affordable.
Let's check another store.
See that? Break the bank was used to say the jacket cost too much money.
Yes, it's a great way to say something is way too expensive, but in a fun way.
You can use it when talking about shopping, travel, or even food. Like, eating at that restaurant will break the bank.
Or saw, we want a nice wedding, but we don't want to break the bank. It means we want it nice, but not too costly.
So listeners, next time you talk about prices, try using break the bank.
It's a fun and smart phrase. Now let's move on to our next one. Call the shots.
Call the shots means to be the one in charge or the person who makes the decisions.
Right, Sarah. If someone calls the shots, it means they're the boss, or they control what happens. For example, at work, my manager calls the shots. That means the manager makes all the big choices.
Here's another one. At home, my mom calls the shots. It means she's the one who decides what we do.
Let's make this clear with a short, simple conversation between Emma and Liam.
Our team wants to change the project plan.
We should ask Mr. Clark first. He calls the shots. Last time we tried something without asking him, and he wasn't happy.
Yeah, he always makes the final decision. Exactly. Next time we'll check with him first. After all, he's the boss.
Yep, no doubt. Mr. Clark calls the shots around here.
See that? Liam and Emma both know that Mr. Clark is in charge. And that's why they said he calls the shots.
It's a great way to show who has the power to decide.
You can use it for work, school, or even at home. Like, in our group, Jane calls the shots.
Or the coach calls the shots during the game. That means the coach decides what the players do.
So listeners, if someone is the decision maker, you can say they call the shots.
Keep practicing these phrases and you'll sound more natural in English.
Now let's move on to our next phrase. Cross that bridge when you come to it.
Cross that bridge when you come to it.
This phrase means, don't worry about a problem until it happens. It's a way of saying, stay calm now and deal with the problem later if it comes.
That's right, Sarah. It's like saying, let's not stress about something that's not even here yet.
Exactly. For example, what if we get lost during the trip? And someone replies, let's cross that bridge when we come to it. That means don't worry now. Handle it if it really happens.
Yes, it helps us focus on today, not all the what-ifs in the future.
Let's show how it works with a simple conversation between Noah and Lily.
What if our teacher gives us a surprise test tomorrow?
Let's cross that bridge when we come to it.
Yeah, I guess there's no point worrying now.
Right. We studied a lot, so we'll be ready anyway.
True, if it happens, we'll do our best.
Exactly. Let's not stress too early. We'll handle it if it comes.
See that? Lily used the phrase to say, don't worry now. Wait until the problem is real.
Yes. It's a helpful phrase when someone is thinking too far ahead and getting nervous.
You can say it to yourself too when you feel worried. Just think, I'll cross that bridge when I come to it.
Or when someone keeps asking, what if? You can gently say this to help them relax.
So listeners, remember, don't worry too soon. Deal with the problem only if it really comes.
That's the smart way. Now, let's move on to our next phrase. Don't count your chickens before they hatch.
This means, don't expect something to happen before it actually does. In simple words, don't celebrate too early.
Yes. It's like saying, wait until you're sure before you get too excited.
For example, I might win the contest, so I'll buy a new phone. But someone might say, don't count your chickens before they hatch. That means wait until you win first.
Right, Sarah. Sometimes we get excited about something that's not certain yet. This phrase helps us stay careful and patient.
Yes, it's good to dream big, but it's also smart to wait until things are real.
Exactly. It's like saying, let's not plan the party until we have the cake.
Haha, good one, John. Or like saying, don't wear your new shoes for the wedding before you get invited.
I love that example. Now, let's see how this phrase works in a short and simple conversation between Ava and Ryan.
I think I'll get the job. I'm already planning what to buy with my first salary.
That's great, but don't count your chickens before they hatch.
You're right. I still have one more interview.
Exactly. Wait until you get the offer, then celebrate.
I guess I got a little too excited.
It's okay. Just be patient and stay ready for anything.
Thanks, Ryan. I'll stay calm and wait for the final result.
Good plan. Hope it goes well.
See that? Ryan reminded Ava to wait until things are sure.
Yes, it's a nice way to help someone be careful and not get disappointed later.
Listeners, remember this phrase when you're feeling too excited about something that hasn't happened yet.
Don't count your chickens before they hatch. It helps you stay calm and smart.
And now let's go to our next fun phrase. Fly off the handle.
Fly off the handle.
Fly off the handle means to get very angry very quickly. It's like someone gets upset fast, even over a small thing.
Yes, Sarah. It's when someone suddenly loses their temper. For example, he flew off the handle when he saw the mess in the kitchen. That means he got really angry right away.
Exactly. It can happen when someone is already stressed, or when something small bothers them a lot.
Sometimes people don't mean to get angry, but it just happens fast.
Yes. That's why it's good to take a deep breath before you speak.
Right. We all feel upset sometimes, but we can choose to stay calm.
That's true. Here's another example. She flew off the handle when the bus was late. Maybe she was already having a hard day.
Good point. So this phrase helps us describe those quick, angry moments.
Let's listen to a short and simple conversation between Liam and Nora.
I forgot to bring your notebook.
You forgot again? Oh no.
I'm really sorry.
Okay. I was just stressed. I'll try to stay calm.
Please don't fly off the handle. I'll bring it tomorrow, I promise.
Yeah. Sorry for almost flying off the handle. I'll take a deep breath.
Thanks, Nora. I know you're busy. No worries. It happens. Let's just move on.
Yes. Thanks for understanding.
That was a nice example. Nora almost got angry, but she chose to calm down.
And Liam stayed calm too. That helped both of them.
So, listeners, when you feel anger coming, try not to fly off the handle.
Count to 10, take a breath, or walk away for a minute. It really helps.
Yes, small things don't need big anger.
Okay, now that we've learned that, let's go to our next phrase. Last but not least.
Last but not least is used when you're saying the final thing in a list, but you want to show it's still very important.
Yes, Sarah. It means just because something is last doesn't mean it's less important. For example, I want to thank my parents, my teachers, and last but not least, my best friend.
That's a great example. It shows that the best friend is still very important, even if mentioned last.
Here's another example. We talked about English, math, and last but not least, science. So science came last, but it's still a big subject.
Let's listen to a simple conversation between Emma and Zane.
Did you pack your phone charger?
I packed everything for the trip. Clothes, shoes, snacks.
Good, that's very important. A phone with no battery is useless.
Oh yes. And last but not least, I packed my charger.
That's why we say, last but not least.
Ha ha, right. I almost forgot it, but I saved the best for last.
See? Emma said the charger last, but she knew it was important. Like, we met the manager, the assistant, and last but not least, the CEO.
Or, thanks to my team, my family, and last but not least, all the listeners.
So listeners, remember, when something comes last but is still important, say, last but not least.
It's a great way to end your list with respect and style.
Now, let's move on to our next phrase. Hit the sack.
Hit the sack.
Hit the sack means to go to bed or go to sleep. It's an informal way to say you're very tired and ready to sleep.
That's right. People say this when they are done with their day and just want to rest. For example, I'm so tired, I'm going to hit the sack.
Here's another one. After finishing my homework, I hit the sack right away. That means I went to bed as soon as I finished.
It's a fun phrase. It sounds like you're going to punch a sack, but it just means you're going to sleep.
Yes, and many people use it when they're really sleepy. Like, it's been a long day, time to hit the sack.
Let's hear a short and simple conversation between Ava and Ben.
I'm yawning so much.
Yeah, it's late. We studied a lot today.
I think I'll hit the sack now.
Me too.
I can't keep my eyes open.
Let's hit the sack and talk tomorrow.
Good idea. Good night.
Good night. Sleep well.
See? Both Ava and Ben were tired, so they said, hit the sack, to mean it's time for bed.
It's a friendly and easy way to say, I'm going to sleep.
John, do you ever hit the sack early?
Ha ha, yes. When I'm super tired, I hit the sack by 9 p.m.
That's early. I usually hit the sack around 10 or 11.
Well, sleep is important. So listeners, if you're tired, just hit the sack and rest.
Exactly. Now let's move on to our next phrase. In the blink of an eye.
In the blink of an eye.
In the blink of an eye means something happens extremely fast. Almost instantly. It's like when you blink and something changed before you even notice.
Right. It's used for things that happen so quickly you barely see them. For example, the car disappeared in the blink of an eye. That means it vanished almost instantly.
Exactly. It could be for happy moments like, the weekend was over in the blink of an eye. Or surprising ones like, he finished the race in the blink of an eye.
Time flies when we're busy or having fun. And this phrase captures that feeling perfectly.
Yes, it reminds us that some moments pass too fast. So we should appreciate them.
Let's hear a short conversation between Emma and Ryan.
Did you see that? The magician made the coin vanish.
Yeah. It was gone in the blink of an eye. I didn't even see how he did it.
Magic tricks are so fast. 1 second it's there, the next.
Life can be like that too. Things change so quickly sometimes.
Poof, true. Like how summer vacation feels like it's over in the blink of an eye.
Exactly. We should enjoy every moment.
Great example. Time really does move fast when we're not paying attention.
And it's a good reminder to slow down and appreciate the little things.
You know, John, it's funny how we use in the blink of an eye for both good and bad things. Like, the baby grew up in the blink of an eye. It's sweet, but also a little sad.
That's so true, Sarah. Parents always say, enjoy every moment. They grow up too fast. And before you know it, they're adults.
Exactly. And on the other hand, accidents happen in the blink of an eye too. 1 second, everything's fine. The next, crash.
Right. That's why people say life can change in the blink of an eye. It's a reminder to be careful and also to cherish the present.
Well said, John. Time flies whether we're having fun or not. So let's make the most of it.
Couldn't agree more. Okay, listeners, now that we've explored in the blink of an eye, let's move on to our next phrase. Keep your fingers crossed.
This means to hope for something good to happen. It's like making a wish for luck.
Yes. We say this when we want good results. For example, I have a test tomorrow. Keep your fingers crossed for me.
That's right. It's a happy way to say, I hope I get lucky. Some people really cross their fingers when they say this.
We can use it for small things too, like keep your fingers crossed that the bus comes on time.
It's a nice way to show you hope for good things.
Yes, you can say it for yourself or for friends. It means, I hope you get what you want.
It's like sending happy thoughts. When we say it, we feel more hopeful. You know, John, I think keep your fingers crossed is one of the most visual English phrases. When people say it, they often really cross their fingers like this.
That's true, Sarah. I've noticed kids especially love doing the physical action when they say it. It's like their little good luck charm.
It's interesting, though. In some countries, crossing fingers means something different, right?
Yes, but in some places, crossing fingers behind your back means you're lying. But when we say keep your fingers crossed, it's always positive. Just hoping for good luck.
That's an important difference. So listeners, remember, only cross your fingers for good luck when speaking English.
Exactly. And you don't actually have to cross them. It's just an expression. Though it's more fun when you do. Crosses fingers again.
Now you're making me want to cross my fingers all the time. I'll keep mine crossed for our listeners learning English.
That's the spirit. Okay, shall we move to our next phrase? Try. Yeah, but next we'll learn about being know which way the wind is blowing. Know which way the wind is blowing.
It's a fun one. It just means understanding what's happening around you before making decisions.
Yeah, like checking the weather before going outside. You want to know if it's sunny or rainy, right?
Exactly. For example, before buying new clothes, I check fashion trends to know which way the wind is blowing. Let's hear how friends might use it.
See, it's about being careful and smart.
Yes. We use it for business, politics, even personal decisions.
Like if your friends are planning a trip, you might check what everyone wants to do first.
Exactly. It's better to know the group's opinion before suggesting ideas.
So remember, friends, always look around and understand the situation first.
That's why we say know which way the wind is blowing.
Should we try using it ourselves, Sarah?
Sure. Before we choose our next phrase, let's check what our listeners want. We should know which way the wind is blowing.
Perfect example.
And that's a wrap for today's episode. We hope you've enjoyed learning these new phrases with us.
Yes, we covered some really useful expressions today. From break the bank to know which way the wind is blowing. Remember, practicing these phrases will help you sound more natural in English conversations.
Absolutely. The more you practice, the more confident you'll become in speaking English.
And don't forget, we'll be back with more fun and easy lessons next time. Make sure to subscribe so you never miss an episode.
You can also check out all our episodes anytime right here.
Yes, thank you so much for tuning in. Keep practicing, and we'll see you soon.
Until next time, take care and keep learning.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.